Hi, I'm Ashton Kutcher.
Jason Goldberg.
And you're doing a startup together.
Yes, we're here at TechCrunch 15 launching bloggerls.com, which is a interactive animated web series focused on celebrity culture.
And you're going to have to speak up a little bit, sorry.
Which is a interact...
There's no mic. Well, so Catalyst Productions is your larger
Catalyst
company?
Media is our.
And is this your first of many web shows, or is that the larger production company for everything you do?
This is the first piece of Catalyst content that we launching directly to the web.
Okay. And there's plans for more?
Oh, there's plans for several more. We have 5 other ideas currently in various phases of production and development.
Okay, and those would all be under the aegis of the same company?
They will all be under Catalyst Media. Yes.
Okay, sorry, just some logistics to get out of the way. So,
all good.
So where do your shows live? I mean, so there's bloggerls.com.
Bloggerls.com is where the series will be launched out of. But the plan is actually to have the content live all across the web on multiple platforms, be it YouTube, MySpace, Yahoo, Hulu, wherever it wants to be hosted.
And does that happen today when the show goes live?
The show will go live today. It will launch on Yahoo. It will launch on YouTube. It will launch on our microsite and several other sites we're actually going to see it to, yes.
And is there a specific time of day when I can look for new episodes, or is it just going to come out randomly? I notice there's also a blog too, so how often am I going to be checking back on the site? Well,
the celebrity blog, or the blah blah blog as we like to call it, will be updated multiple times throughout the day. It'll be constantly updated, just as the various other celebrity blogs that exist.
Right.
The video content will be updated twice a week. Most likely, I'm saying most likely because it may shift, but most likely it will be on Monday and Thursday the content will launch.
Okay. And are you an Arrested Development fan? Is this a reference to the blah 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 law blog?
No, I've never actually seen Arrested Development.
Really? You have to.
I like Jason Bateman though. He's a nice guy. I think you went to school with him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
They're buddies.
Well, they use a similar pun of sorts, except they were a few years before their time, I guess.
Maybe. Did we rip them off unknowingly?
No. It was a lawyer. He had a law blog, and his name was Bob Law Blog.
Bob Law Blog?
Yes.
Okay, so we're a little different. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, got it. And they're animated
God,
shows.
So happy. I got like petrified for a moment. I'm like, did I subconsciously rip off the rest of the development? Like, I was like, well.
Just in the blah aspect, yeah. It's a joke that could use retelling, I suppose. Not many people saw that show. Anyways.
I prefer dumber comedy, to be quite honest.
Right. It was too highbrow.
I like when he turned blue, though. I thought that was funny.
The Blue Man Group?
Yeah, I saw like pictures of it and maybe I don't know.
But so you're doing a cartoon?
It's an animated series, yeah. This is the first time that we've ever done an animated series that I've ever done.
Yeah. How are you doing that?
Well, I did a animated movie and found it really fascinating, the whole process. And
which movie was that?
The movie, I'm blanking on the name of it. I played Elliot. Open Season.
Okay.
Was the name of the movie, and I played a one-antlered deer in the film, and I was just a voice in it. But I found the whole process fascinating. The entire process that they went about, and so we just kind of jumped in and said, let's go for it. And it's been, it's a learning process.
Yeah.
Of how quickly you can turn around animation.
Yeah, I know, because celebrity news is so time-oriented.
It's timeline, and so we have to turn our episodes around in 2 days. And so to get it written, get it voiced, get it animated, and out the door in 2 days has become a real project.
I bet. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that particular combination of, animation takes a lot of work.
We're doing it.
Yeah. So it's kind of South Park-esque animation. I mean, how would you describe the inspiration for what you're doing, and who's drawing it?
Well, Todd Goldman is the creator of the characters, and then we have an entire team of animators that are in our office cranking away right now.
Yeah.
It's not Japanese anime,
right.
But it's so it has to be slightly generic just to turn it over that quickly.
Yeah, and then you write the scripts, or who writes the scripts?
We have a team.
Team of writers.
Okay.
We have a team that come up with the concepts. It's not some of it's written, some of it's actually while we're voicing it, we're just throwing out new stuff.
And then, I mean, so how much of your time are you spending on this, and what are you doing on the company, two of you?
We're spending a great deal of time on it. Our company, we have a film division, we have a television division, and we have a media division. So we divide our time, by thirds pretty much. But it's a lot of time.
Right now, I'm spending about 8 to 12 hours a day just on blah.
Yeah.
Just on the launch. But I think once it's launched, the system will start to take off, and we'll be in good shape. But it's really, we're learning so much about the internet and content on the internet, and it's so fast. I mean, it's so dynamic and so quick.
And celebrity news in particular. I mean,
look,
so
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, you've already written stuff about the things that we've said. Like you have to be like going all the time, and so to have any, and then when you have brand partners that you're integrated into that, that becomes a kind of a giant, because there's a lot of voices that have to say yes before you can pump something out the door.
Oh, so does Vitamin Water have some kind of approval process for what you do?
We work
because what you're doing is a little bit edgy.
We work with all of our advertising partners, and we work with them on a day-to-day basis.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We work with them on a day-to-day basis because we want them to be happy with the content, and they're a part of the content. So.
And I mean, celebrity is clearly something that works on the web, right? I mean, we're all wrapped up in that, and so I guess it's a good pick, but it's not something hasn't been done before. So why are you diving into that in particular, and also with trying to address a younger market as well?
Well, we feel like we connect to that younger demo. We feel like we understand pop culture. We did it with Punk'd. We did it with Beauty and the Geek, and we feel like we can tap into that audience in a strong way, and in a way that they understand, and create content that they engage with.
And you're going to make it interactive in multiple ways.
Yes.
Can you? Is there a broader vision that you could describe for how that would work?
Well, currently the interactive function is a comment response conversation that you can have with the characters. So imagine watching Friends, and you finish watching Friends, and you can actually have a conversation with Ross and Rachel via your computer, right? So that is one of the first interactive functions. We also have a ask and response sort of. You can ask our girls any question you want, and they will give you a response to that. And
any question?
Yeah, you can ask them relationship advice, gossip advice. You usually.
I mean, how are you doing that? I mean, there's a stock answer that you're using some kind of relevance analysis to figure out.
Yes. So there's two things. There's tag, keyword tag analysis for the response, and then there's a little bit of manpower behind it to assist it.
So would you draft up a new piece of animation in order to address the question?
We're constantly drafting new pieces of animation.
Okay.
We'll be launching probably up to 25 to 30 new responses every week, just constantly. So we'll have a huge bed of potential responses.
Okay. Can you comment at all about the budget for what you're doing, and how if you think you can be profitable anytime soon?
I think we can be profitable pretty soon. I do. I think it's about our properties and mixing with the right partners, and also I think when you look at a property like this, you're looking at crossing it across multiple platforms. This isn't just a property that lives in the web. It has life in mobile, it has life in television, it has life internationally. So I think when you look at the broader stroke of getting behind a property like this, we're really into building a brand, and I think that's the idea behind it. So it's a good business for us.
What kind of web video content examples have you looked at all, or taken in, or just like watching?
Well, I think there's this Dr. Doom's magical sing-along duet.
Dr. Horrible.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I took a look at that.
Pay close attention.
I thought it was really funny. That made me laugh. I think the stuff on Funny or Die is fantastic. I enjoy going there. I actually just go to YouTube and surf and find massive amounts of things that I love. So and we're also very involved in a fantasy football league. So we're constantly engaging in that kind of content. creating content in that space as well now. So.
Yeah. What about celebrity news? I mean, is there anything that you've learned about that from being a celebrity yourself?
I don't have to really go to the news source because I kind of know.
You already know
I
it.
usually know the people in the you know,
Yeah.
like so, and I kind of.
How long does it take between when you know it and when it gets out on the web?
It depends on what it is. It's kind of like have you ever heard of this guy Paul Harvey? He does this radio show, and usually tells this like long story, and then he gets to the end and like tells you like, and that guy who drove his car through the warehouse was Tom Selleck, and he tells you this thing at the end of the thing, and he goes, and now you know the rest of the story. I usually know the rest of the story before the story's told.
Yeah. What about, I mean, this kind of celebrity journalism, if you can call it that, has interesting interpretation of boundaries and things like that. I mean,
Yes.
Is there anything that you've learned from being the object of celebrity journalism that you would apply to what you're doing? Is there any kind of restrictions you would say?
Well, for our show, we license all of our content. So
it can't be too over the top or
well,
libelous.
no, we're licensing all of our content so that it's not paparazzi journalism, right? For our show. For our blog, we're utilizing partnerships with other people and other people's content inside in that fair use blog sort of forum, right? Which I'm learning a lot about. It's a really interesting there's an interesting parameter of rules that exist about it, but I experience it from both sides, right? So somebody can steal a picture of me and make money off of it. So, and I understand that.
Okay, and clearly your show is going to make fun of you, as I saw from the first episode.
The show, I am not off limits.
That's good. All right, anything else you guys want to add?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.